Good afternoon from Carson Park in Eau Claire. Zaleski Sports presents high school baseball. It's part two of the Crosstown Showdown. Big Rivers Conference, Eau Claire North versus Eau Claire Memorial. Hello again, everybody. I'm Bob Bradovich, joined up in the booth by former Memorial head coach Dave Sparger. We're back here at Carson Park less than 24 hours after yesterday's game between these two teams wrapped up. It was a classic. It was the Huskies edging the Old Abes in extra innings, 3-2. That was a final in 9 innings. And I think for both teams, Sparks, another opportunity to play some baseball in front of a good-sized crowd. And if you're looking at the Huskies, a chance to take a step closer towards perhaps a conference title. And for the Abes, a chance to get back into that conference race.
Yeah, boy, you got to give a lot of credit to the Huskies. They just seem to find a way this year. You know, every time we've watched them, it's been nothing flashy. It's not like they've dominated games. What they do is they just battle, they keep it close, and then they find a way late to win it. And again, always done with some real solid pitching that they've got in their staff and good defense. And like you said, now all of a sudden they find themselves 7-2 in the conference, tied with the Hudson Raiders. So yeah, they're looking to maybe even gain control by themselves with a victory. Whereas the Old Abes, well, they've kind of been scuffling a little bit in the conference. You know, they've put themselves now back at 4-5, so they're trying to find a way to even that record in conference. And again, they rely so much on their offense and trying to create runs and do things offensively that when they face somebody like they did last night, Watkins just shut them down until the 7th inning, and they bring in the bullpen, shut them down for the next 2, and Huskies find a way. So the Old Abes have got to find a way to create more offense in order to win ball games right now.
Today's pregame show is brought to you by Asher Exteriors. Call Asher's for your free no-obligation estimate at 888-GO-ASHER or visit GoAsher.com. That is GoAsher.com. Get off the ladder and get gutter helmet with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Trust the experts on your most valuable asset, your home. Give them a call today at 888-GO-ASHER. Each of these teams went with their number one pitcher yesterday. That was Jack Gabler for the Old Abes. Chase Watkins for the Huskies. It was a great pitcher's duel. This game was scoreless until the top of the 7th. By that time, relievers had entered the game. The Old Abes put up a pair of runs to give themselves a chance to win. The Huskies were able to answer in the bottom half of the inning. Of course, it was Chase Watkins with the 2 RBI single. No scoring in the 8th or in the top of the 9th. Huskies then loaded them up in the bottom half of the 9th, and they got an RBI infield single off the bat of Aiden Pankratz to push across the winning run. All that means, Sparks, is that each team now has to go a little deeper into its pitching staff, and the Old Abes actually bringing up somebody from the JV roster, although Brady Johnson has seen some time on the mound with the varsity this season.
Yeah, when you look at the roster, he's listed on the JV, but I got a feeling that's just where he started the season. Since then, he's actually come up and pitched 14 innings. He's been in 3 games for the varsity squad, and he's got an ERA of 3.50, and he is a junior, right? So he is an older guy that's simply maybe started on the JVs and has worked his way up into this varsity roster. So we have not seen him throw, but he has pitched quite a bit, for the season for the varsity. So he's getting his opportunity against the Huskies tonight.
Huskies will counter with Aiden Ecker. We have seen him this season, Sparks, and he's been a kid that has really come on. Maybe, didn't have the big name as some of the other pitchers in the BRC when you're thinking of guys like, Easton Bob for Chippewa Falls, for example. But Ecker has had a really nice season for North.
To me, he's the unsung hero of this Huskies roster. Yeah, he threw some last year, and they were kind of hoping that he could be that number 2 guy this year. Well, he's gone above and beyond. He's not the number 2. He's a number 1B. He has done just as well as Watkins as far as shutting teams down. He's gone 25 2/3. He's a 3-0 record. He's got 1 save, and his ERA is 1.09. So, again, I think Aiden Eckert just over exceeded any of the expectations that the Husky staff had. He's just had a tremendous goal this season.
Weather today at Carson Park on this evening, not too bad, 66 degrees. We've got a little bit of a breeze blowing left to right on your screen. Not as sunny as it was yesterday. Of course, yesterday's game on that Wednesday was a 4 p.m. start, so the sun setting off in the west, which is right in the eyes of anybody on the right side of the infield or in right field. That really played a factor in yesterday's game. I don't think that's going to be much of a challenge today. It's mostly cloudy here in Eau Claire. Huskies were in the black uniforms today with the Columbia blue numerals, lettering, and trim. Old Abe's in their purple jerseys, their primary home jersey, and they're wearing the white pants. Today, head coaches Kyle Kaufman and Jordan Fish meeting with our umpires today at home plate. Take a look at the North batting order. Leading off will be second baseman Logan Hesselman. Center fielder Tyler Barrows will bat second. Jack Gorman, the catcher, bats third. Batting fourth is the first baseman Chase Watkins. Left fielder Aiden Pankratz will bat fifth. Batting sixth is the right fielder Maddox Gertz. Aaron Gust is the DH today, and he will bat seventh. Batting eighth, the shortstop Ben Metler. And batting ninth, third baseman Zach Shipman. Aiden Ecker is the pitcher today. For the Huskies, Old Abe's lineup will look like this. Brady Johnson on the mound. Jack Harris behind the plate. Sawyer Stein is over at first base. Ian Bauer at second. Blake Buer is the shortstop. Leo Lauscher over at third. Outfield left to right. Elliot Height, Grant Locken, David Ankeny. Sparks, we talked about it yesterday about, what you tell your team and, when they're getting ready to play a crosstown game in front of a big crowd and, playing against guys that you know really well because you came up, through the ranks playing with and against them at the youth levels, probably playing with them in the Babe Ruth teams. And then you do your split when it comes to this varsity season, and a lot of these guys will be getting back together to play on the Legion team. But especially now, the way the Big Rivers Conference schedules that you basically do a home and home on a Tuesday, Thursday. Say, for example, you're Kyle Kaufman. What are you telling your guys right now?
Well, a chance to bounce back. I think that's the greatest thing about the fact they got that game in yesterday. So you lose Wednesday night. You don't have to sit on it very long, right? You're back here, like you talked about, 24 hours later with a chance to redeem yourself, a chance to get back in the win column against the Huskies. So I think that's one of the things you're just simply saying as a coach, hey, here's our chance. We're going to come right back out today, go out and play your game, and let's get after it, and let's put out a W on the board tonight.
And if you're Jordan Fish, I would imagine the message is, hey, guys, let's play the way we did yesterday. Play that clean game. Give us a chance to win, and let's see what we can do in the late innings.
Absolutely, right? Play Husky baseball. I mean, you look at how this Husky team's come together this year, you can almost tell that every one of these guys has accepted their role. If that means you've got to bunt, they'll bunt. If that means you've got to do a hit and run, or if you've got a pinch run, or whatever it is that Coach Fish asks them to do, they do it, and they do it to the best of their ability. I mean, it just, again, that's why the success is there this year for this Husky team. So he's simply telling them, hey, listen, play the way we play, do it the Husky way, and we'll be just fine.
And you touched on it, Sparks. The Huskies, if they can win tonight, they would improve to 8-2 in the Big Rivers Conference. So at worst, that would leave them in a tie atop the BRC standings with Hudson. The Raiders are playing this evening. The other game is Menominee at Chippewa Falls. Chi High, one of those teams that's right there with North. Chi High 5-4, the Abes 4-5. So, like we talked about, Abes would love to move up in the standings. And we're also closing in on seeding meetings too. So a game like tonight really important for both of these teams to put themselves in position for what should be a really interesting postseason in this section. You got the Big Rivers Division I teams, and you throw in the likes of Stevens Point and Marshfield. You get some really quality ball clubs. And right now, from Carson Park, it is our national anthem. For today's game, the Old Abes are the home team on the scoreboard, which means they get last at bats, and Sparks, that was a factor yesterday.
Boy, was it ever, huh? Old Davis put 2 on the board in the top of the 7th, and you really kind of thought game over, especially how the Huskies had been contained for 6 innings, and then all of a sudden the bottom of the 7th, they answer with 2, and with 2 outs no less to capitalize to tie it up, and then they walk it off in the bottom of the 9th on a bang-bang play at home. So, yeah, last night it sure made difference with home team.
Marshfield Dairy Fest is May 31st through June 2nd. Check out marshfieldchamber.com for all the details. See you in Marshfield for a fun-filled weekend. Herrick and Hart Law Office, they have been on the side of the injured since 1951. Find them at eauclairlaw.com. Sparks, yesterday I thought, both teams got very good starting pitching, and the defense was solid pretty much throughout. Late innings, that's when a couple of those errors happened, but by and large, the defense was pretty solid, and I would imagine, stating the obvious here, that playing a clean game defensively is going to be key for whatever team wins this game today.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why it was so close. That's why it was 0-0 going to the 7th. Every time a play had to be made, defensively they made it, or the pitchers just made that pitch they needed to make in order to get out of trouble. So, yeah, just very well played yesterday. We're looking for the same today.
Brady Johnson completing his warm-up tosses.
Brado, I do have an inside scoop for you.
Okay, let's hear it.
My sources tell me that junior Cooper Jesperson, who got injured during the basketball season, might be on the mound next week.
How about that?
So he might be able to make his first appearance next week.
Yeah, that's
you talk about a late season boost to your pitching staff. Absolutely. We'll see if that comes to fruition, though.
Logan Hesselman steps in for the Huskies and takes a strike from Brady Johnson. We are underway. First pitch, 6:17 p.m. Yeah, that would be a big time boost for the Old Abes, and just good to see Cooper Jesperson getting back to playing games. I mean, it was a difficult injury. We were in the gym. We were calling the game that injury happened. Got kind of flipped up in the air inadvertently and landed really hard on his shoulder and upper arm, and had to have surgery. And credit to him for attacking the rehab and doing everything he needed to do. And yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, it's great for him. He loves the game of baseball, too. I mean, we know what an outstanding basketball player he is, but, boy, he loves baseball, so good for him to get a chance to at least play some this season.
Ball and 2 strikes to Hesselman. Catcher Jack Harris going to go have a word with his junior right-hander.
Yeah, I think the umpire actually took that one off his hand. That skipped by Harris, and it caught him right in the hand and Blue needed a little time to shake that off, so good job by the catcher to go stall a little bit for him.
Yeah, a lot of times the umpire will do that for the catcher. Full count to Logan Hesselman. Hesselman had a couple hits yesterday. He takes that one inside. He's aboard with the walk. Tyler Barrows now steps in for the Huskies. Bunt is down, fielded by Johnson. Throw over to Stein is in time.
Good bunt, good defense, well executed both ways.
Hesselman now aboard at second base, and Jack Gorman will step in. Gorman had a single in that pivotal ninth inning yesterday for the Huskies.
I'm sure the old Abe pitching, coach is really hoping that Johnson can get through this first inning and really settle in. A lot of nerves, I'm sure, tonight on this one.
Yeah, he throws with good velocity. He's got a couple different pitches in his arsenal, but I think you're right, Sparks. I mean, when, you can do all the bullpens you want. You can throw it non-conference games. There's something a little different when it's North versus Memorial.
Yeah, and a great crowd again tonight. The bleachers are behind us here are really filled up nice, so a good crowd tonight. So you're right. You got to really zone yourself in and really stay focused during this one. Don't let the adrenaline kick in.
Couple nice pitches from Johnson. He's ahead in the count, 1-2.
That curveball is a little inside. It looked like Jack Gorman was leaning into it.
Yes,
trying to wear that one, but yeah.
That was a late breaker. Gorman, left side, scoop by Lauscher, long throw in time. Oh, jeez. He has got an absolute cannon.
It's a good thing he does because he took a long ways to go and had to pivot and gather himself. But you're right. Once he gathered, he just uncorked it.
That is a big-time arm.
Yeah, that's a Division I arm there, folks. At the collegiate level, that's what you see.
So here's Chase Watkins. Delivered that big two-run single in the bottom of the 7th yesterday that tied it. That one gets away from Harris, but he's able to scramble after it.
Yeah, changeup right there from Johnson. Going to be careful right here with Watkins. He's been hot. We'll see how the old Abes pitch him here with a base open.
Outfield relatively shallow in center and right. Medium deep out there in left, and Elliott Height is shading towards the line. And based on that alignment, Sparks, I'm thinking that the coaches want Watkins to be pitched outside. Like right there.
There you go.
Right
Good
on
call.
the black.
Yep. You called it. Stay away from his power. Don't let him have a chance to turn on one, get to that short porch.
Three balls, one strike. Good block behind the plate by Jack Harris, the catcher.
Got to be careful here with this 3-1 pitch.
Challenged him and was able to get one past Watkins there.
Yeah, like you said, though, he challenged him, but it was a fastball on the outside corner. So that was a really good executed pitch.
That one upstairs. Second walk of the inning issued by Johnson. Huskies have a pair on, and Aiden Pankratz will step to the plate. It was Pankratz that bounced one to short in the bottom of the 9th inning. Abe's had the infield pulled in. And they're able to get the winning run out of it. Stepping up in a key situation here. Pankratz takes a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, good fastball on the inside corner right there.
Now one inside, 2-1. Again, Harris, the catcher, is going to go out and have a chat with his pitcher. Huskies looking for an early run. Yesterday, neither team scored until the 7th. Harris working hard behind the plate.
Well, you said it, neither team scored until the 7th, but boy, they had a ton of people on base all game. Just reminds me of yesterday, right here in the first inning. The old Abes had a couple on, and the North had a couple on. So, yeah, here we go again.
Swing and a miss. Count is full to Pancratz with 2 outs, 2 on. The runners will be going on the pitch.
Good
Strike
pitch.
3 right on the outside corner. Huskies threaten but do not score. Old Aves will be coming to bat when we return. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
HS Fence has been serving Wisconsin's commercial and residential fencing needs for the last 18 years. HS Fence specializing in chain link, vinyl, wood, and ornamental fencing. Eau Claire Memorial will send up Grant Locken, Elliott Height, Sawyer Stein here. Bottom 1 against the right-hander Aiden Ecker. Jack Gorman is his catcher. Chase Watkins is over at first. Logan Hesselman at second. Zach Shipman is the third baseman. Ben Metler playing shortstop, outfield, left to right, Aiden Pancratz, Tyler Barrows, and Maddox Gertz. First pitch outside to Grant Locken, who tends to crowd the plate. Likes to shoot the ball the other way if you can. Pulls that one past Ben Metler. It's a base hit for Grant Locken.
Yeah, we talked about last night what a nice job he's done at that leadoff hole. He's hitting about 400 on the season, and he just continues that tonight with a rope to left field.
Here's Elliott Height. Height came up with a nice base hit in the 7th inning that helped the old Abes get a couple of runs on the board.
Yeah, he had a sacrifice yesterday also. I would expect
Check that.
one.
He had in the 5th inning is when he had the base hit. Went the opposite way. Height handles the bat well. We'll see if the Abes put something on, much like the Huskies did top half the inning with Ryan Barrows batting in that 2-hole. Third baseman Shipman sneaking in a bit.
Yeah, not showing it so far. Coach Kaufman giving him a chance to maybe swing away, pull it through that hole on the right side.
Yeah, Watkins is holding the runner, Locken, so there's some room on that side of the infield.
Tell you what, we got a 2-1 count here, Bob. Good hit and run count. See if they put it on.
Runner staying put. That one just missed off the inside corner. It's 3-1.
Yeah, Ecker wanted that pitch. Falls down now, like you said, 3-1.
Bouncing ball up the middle. Takes a big hop on Metler, and he's not going to have a play.
Yeah, tough hop right there. Came up, caught him just when he thought he was going to turn 2.
If it's me, I rule that as a bad hop single.
I would agree with you. That one came up hard.
And he came in. I mean, that's usually how you're coached to make a play on the ball and don't let it play you. He came in. It just took that little extra skip. It is ruled a hit. So 2 on, nobody out. And here's Sawyer Stein. So much like the Huskies had a pair of runners on in the first, in the top. Now here are the old Abes with 2 on and the meat of the order coming up. Runners will move up.
Yeah, 90 feet on that wild pitch, but what a great opportunity here for Stein now to drive one in. He had 3 deep fly balls last night. He could use one of those right now for a sac fly.
Last night the wind was blowing in, and Stein hit a couple of fly balls. Hacking on that one. But a couple of those fly balls he hit, I think, would have been problematic on a day when it's either calm or the wind blowing out a bit. Stein hits one out to right. Maddox Gertz drifting back, makes the catch, and a run will score.
Yeah, great job by Sawyer Stein. That's all I had to do. Get that ball to the outfield, create that RBI, and the runner from second was able to tag, move to third. One out with a runner on third.
So an RBI for Sawyer Stein. Here's Leo Lauscher batting with one out and a runner at third. Lauscher drills one to
will
center.
do it.
Barrow's going back. It's over his head. Elliott Height will score. Lauscher rounding
He's
second.
going to go for 3.
On his way to third. Here comes the throw. Lauscher head first slide, and he is in. RBI triple, Leo Lauscher.
Boy, does that feel good for Leo. It's been a while since he's hammered one like that. In the gap and over the center fielder's head for a triple.
Yeah, Barrows runs well, but he had no chance to track that down. That ball was crushed. And Lauscher absolutely making tracks around the bases.
Well, that's the thing. You usually don't see a triple on hit to the left center gap. Those triples usually come when you go to that right center gap. So, again, showing off his speed for how well he moves.
Here's David Ankeny, takes a strike. Still only one out. And you know who's got to be really thrilled about these runs? Brady Johnson, the Memorial pitcher.
Absolutely, getting runs early.
Good pitch there from Ecker, came up and in on Ankeny.
Ankeny's got to find a way now to put this ball in play. Right now, the Huskies are playing back, so any kind of ground ball up the middle will score a run. So he's just looking for something up the middle or a deep fly ball here for the sack.
There's a little roller, and that's going to do it.
That'll do it.
Shipman
It might beat him. Yeah, I got
can't make
E5.
a play.
Yep.
So Lauscher scores 3-0 Old Abe's. Ankeny getting the job done, just making contact.
Yeah, and Zach Shipman actually went to field that baseball, and he looked at Lauscher running down the line, and that's what caused him to miss the play. So he put his eyes on the runner down the line rather than just on the baseball and getting the out at first. So an E5 will score another run for the Old Abe's.
You know, with that, Jordan Fish is going to go have a chat with his guys. They had a chance to take an early lead top half of the first. Brady Johnson, the pitcher, worked his way out of it. Now the Abes get their first 2 guys on, and then a big hit from Lauscher. And now the error. It all started when Stein hit that sac fly to right.
Yeah,
so now here's Ian Bauer.
Couldn't ask for a better start for the Old Abe's coming off of last night.
Bauer just fouled.
No.
And you know, Sparks, and we talked about it in the pregame, when you look at these 2 rosters, they're pretty even. You know, maybe you give the Huskies a little bit an edge with pitching depth. You give the Abes a little bit of an edge because they've got some, you know, with Stein and Lauscher back-to-back, they've got the 2, you know, probably most dangerous hitters on both of these teams. That one skips away from Gorman, and Ankeny will advance down to second. So it just comes down to execution. You know, can you have a quality at bat and barrel up and drive the ball? Can you execute your plan as a pitcher and hit your spots? Can you play a clean defensive game?
Yeah, we've seen North play before where they've just kind of fallen apart defensively. I think it was against Menominee, if I remember right, where they just had a ton of errors.
And there's a base hit. Ankeny gets the stop sign at third, so runners at the corners.
So, yeah, so back to, North just does not have a lot of room to make mistakes defensively. They need to make those plays when they can. And unfortunately here, that error at third is really costing them as the inning continues.
Abe's have a chance to tack on another run here with the guy at third and still just one out. Here's Blake Buer, the shortstop.
Yeah, Buer's done a nice job. His batting average has climbed over the last couple of weeks. So I got a feeling that's exactly why Coach Kaufman held him at third. He's starting to swing a good bat.
Here's the bunt coming right back at us.
Little safety squeeze there by the old Abes. Took a little page out of the Husky playbook there.
One the count to Buer. Takes that one high, 1-1. Four hits this inning already for the Abes.
There's that
There's
safety.
the bunt. It's a good
Wow.
one. Fielded by Ecker, who makes a really nice throw to Watkins at first to retire Buer, but another run scores.
Blake Buer, perfection on that safety squeeze. Could not have rolled it out there any better. Puts another one across for the old Abes.
Yeah, that one actually, he bunted it off the plate, and it just rolled to a stop. So here's Jack Harris batting with 2 outs and a runner at second. RBI situation for Harris, who takes ball 1. That one catches the corner, and it's 1-2 to Harris. Ecker trying to get Harris to chase that high pitch. 2-2. Popped up on the infield. Mettler will grab that one, but the Huskies give up 4 runs to the Old Abes on 4 hits. 1 complete from Carson Park. Old Abes on top of the Huskies. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Friday, May 31st is the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment. Also, enjoy free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, June 1st, the parade starts at 11 a.m. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at Upham Mansion. Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting outdoor beverage garden with live music. For more information, visit marshfieldchamber.com.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Top of the second inning, Eau Claire North Huskies will send up 6, 7, 8 in their batting order. Maddox Gertz, Aaron Gust, Ben Mettler against the right-hander Brady Johnson, who worked his way out of a jam in the first inning and now heads out for the second inning, leading 4-0.
Yeah, he gave up a couple of walks in the first, but like you said, got out of it. So just hoping for a little cleaner frame here. Like you talk about, Bob, all the time, is that shutdown inning, right? You get to score 4 runs. Old Abes are looking for that shutdown inning.
Johnson delivers outside to Gertz. Bouncing ball left side. Blake Buer, the scoop and the throw in time. Close play, but Gertz is retired.
Nice job by Buer, just taking his time, coming after it, able to set and throw.
Here's Aaron Gust, the designated hitter. Did not play in yesterday's game, but we've seen him throughout this season. One of those multi-sport guys that rosters of both teams are full of. Gust also a guard on the Huskies basketball team. Ball and a strike now to Gust.
Nice little changeup right there from Brady Johnson. Good mix of his pitches.
Yeah, when you're up 4-0, you just throw. You don't have to worry about being perfect and being exactly hitting your spots. You just, again, stick with the game plan. Remember the scouting report. And maybe most importantly, work quickly. Count full now to Gust. And Aaron Gust aboard via the walk. Third walk allowed by Brady Johnson. And here's Ben Metler. Much like you talk about, Abes want that shutdown inning. Huskies would love to start chipping away right here. Pick up a run here, run there, and cut into this margin. Still early. Top of the second inning, but you'd like to keep this margin where it is and start cutting into it.
Yeah, like you said, it's early, but you'd like to get some of that momentum back in your dugout. So putting something across this half would be big.
Quick move by Johnson. And Gus dives back in. I wouldn't think this is a steal situation.
No, not anymore.
Yeah,
you're second inning, you're down 4-0.
Yeah, 4-0, yeah.
Yeah, it helps you. It pretty much takes the steal out of it. Defensively, you don't have to worry about the bunt anymore, really, either.
Yeah, and the bunt is, that's been a part of Eau Claire North baseball for a long time. Always looking to move guys over. 2 balls, 2 strikes, now the count on Ben Metler. Swing and a miss on the curveball, and it was a good one.
Yeah, he's had some that have just missed inside, and that one he got over.
He's got that late breaker, and that thing dropped and broke away from the right-handed hitting Metler. So here's Zach Shipman. And Shipman is aboard.
And he'll wear that right in the wallet.
Back to the top of the order, and Logan Hesselman. So for a second straight inning, the Huskies get a pair of base runners on.
Yeah, looking for that big 2-out hit. Try to push something across here in the second.
Hesselman. Long run. Lock-in makes
gets
the
there.
grab. Again, the Huskies threaten but do not score. Old Abe's coming to bat. Bottom two and leading 4-0. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Castle Insurance, based in Eau Claire, is your local independent insurance provider. For all your insurance needs, you can depend on Castle Insurance. Olympic Flame Restaurant in Eau Claire since 1980. Uncle Lampros brought homemade family recipes from Greece, and the tradition continues today at Olympic Flame Restaurant. Eau Claire's best-kept secret, the Olympic Flame Greek Restaurant on London Road. Logan Zinsmaster to lead it off for the Old Abes. Then it's back to the top of the order. Zinsmasters going after the first pitch. And Chase Watkins makes the catch for out number one.
Good start to the second inning here for Aiden Eckert. Kind of interesting to see how he'd respond after that first inning, considering he probably hasn't given up 4 runs all season in a game, let alone in the bottom of the first like that.
Here is Grant Lock-in, who singled and came around to score in the first inning. Takes a strike from Aiden Ecker. Lock-in ending that top half of the inning, tracking down a ball in shallow right center. Both these teams with Grant Lock-in of the Abes, Tyler Barrows for the Huskies, center fielders who can really run.
Yeah, they cover a lot of ground out there, and it's important here at Carson Park. That is a big outfield.
Lock-in takes that curveball inside, 3 balls and a strike. Trying to shoot that outside corner, he just missed, so it's a 1-out walk to Lock-in, and here's Elliott Height. Height singled, came around to score in the first. Makes a strike there. Zach Shipman, the third baseman, a little bit behind the bag. So there's some room on that left side if Height wants to drop one down. Runner goes, Height swinging.
Yeah, he hadn't run obviously there because that pitch was outside and off the plate, but he was protecting the runner right there, the hit and run.
No balls and 2 strikes to Elliott Height. Height to right center, long run, Maddox Gertz. He makes the grab.
Wow, you talk about outfield play. How about that one? Maddox Gertz going deep into right center to track that down. That could have easily saved a run.
Off the bat, I thought, man, that's going to get to the gap, but Gertz got over quickly, extended, made a really nice catch. So 2 down. Lock-in remains at first. Here's Sawyer Stein, who drove home the first run on a sac fly to right. Left fielder Pankratz playing very deep for Sawyer Stein. Stein with the rocket, but just foul.
You said it, though. Rocket off the bat. Couldn't keep it fair, though. You know, that's the one thing you notice about Sawyer Stein. He uses the whole field. He's not a guy that's a dead pull hitter. He's not a guy that just goes to right field. He's going to hit it where it's pitched. If it's inside, he's going to yank it down left. If it's away, he's going to go to right center. He just great job of using the whole field.
Yeah, really quick bat. There's a strike on the outside corner. Great pitch from Ecker.
Oh, that was.
Just nicking that outside corner. Not much Stein could have done with that one. Ecker trying to go back there. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Shipman, long throw in time. Nicely done, Zach Shipman. Abes are retired in their half of the second. 2 complete from Carson Park. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Claire Express.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
You can get Culligan Water for just $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. Tyler Barrows will get it going for the Huskies here in inning number 3. Barrows to left. Elliott Height drifting over, makes the one-handed catch. Here's Jack Gorman, who bounced out to third. Breaking ball didn't break. Jack Gorman aboard with the hit by pitch. So here's Chase Watkins. Watkins walked in the first inning. Good pitch from Johnson, came up and in.
Yeah, I got him inside on the hands. Or you're right, good pitch inside. Boy, going back to Jack Gorman getting hit, that's the one you want to get hit on, a slow looping curveball.
Mm-hmm.
You can wear that no problem.
Yeah, especially Gorman being the catcher. You know, he's going to take a pounding behind the plate no matter what. So, yeah, a little slow curve. You're not going to mind that. Nice pitch from Johnson.
Yeah, a little change pace. Locked him up.
Swing and a miss. Good job of pitching by Brady Johnson.
Yeah, it sure was. That pitch down and got him to chase it in the dirt.
So it'll be up to Aiden Pankratz. Yeah, retiring Watkins, lefty hitter with that short porch and right, especially with the guy on. That's big.
Well, yeah, anytime you can retire him, it's big.
Pankratz takes outside. He struck out looking to end the first.
We'll see if Coach Fish wants to send Gorman over there at first base. He's not your typical type catcher. He can run. Well, Bob, I didn't see. Did they bring somebody to run for him, or is that still Jack running over there?
Hard to tell now that the dirt is on the front of that uniform.
Yeah, I should have asked before he dove back.
It looks
there.
like number 2. So, yeah, that is.
Well, again, he runs well.
Yeah, he does.
You definitely want to run for yourself here. He's a kid that can steal the base.
Pankratz pops it up right side. Tough play. Who's going to get it? Here comes David Ankeny, and he makes the catch. Huskies are retired. Top of the 3. Old Abe's coming to bat when we return. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Friday, May 31st is the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment. Also, enjoy free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, June 1st, the parade starts at 11 a.m. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at Upham Mansion. Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting outdoor beverage garden with live music. For more information, visit marshfieldchamber.com.
At Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, whether you are a professional athlete, weekend warrior, or simply have an aching joint, rest assured that you will receive unsurpassed care delivered with compassion and respect. When you need it most, visit the sports medical experts at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. 4, 5, 6 coming up for Eau Claire Memorial here. Bottom half of inning number 3, Leo Lauscher, David Ankeny, Ian Bauer. Lauscher had that RBI triple in the first inning. Pankratz, the left fielder, playing very deep. That's hit out to left center.
I think this one's going to
Carrying
hang.
and caught.
Yeah, that one just hung enough. He just missed it off the barrel.
Pankratz, the left fielder, tracked that one down. Yeah, Lauscher did not miss that one by much. And really nice running catch out there and left by Pankratz. And for a second there, I thought Pankratz and Barrows might collide, but
yeah, it's a great job by them out there, being able to communicate and one go behind the other. Generally speaking, that's exactly what that center fielder is supposed to do, is go behind. So he did a great job there.
David Ankeny stepping in. He reached on an error, wound up coming around to score. Bouncing ball right side, Hesselman can't make a play.
Well, that's the second time Ankeny's reached by an error.
Yeah, he reached on an error by the shortstop. And he said, Sparks, that, most of the season, the Huskies have played really well defensively. They did have that one kind of outlier when they kicked it around against Menominee. Here is Ian Bauer, who singled in the first inning.
Yeah, it's just something they've relied on all season is their great defense and pitching because they're just not a prolific offensive scoring team, so they've got to do that.
Bauer.
That's down.
To left center, and that drops in front of Pankratz. Ian Bauer has his second hit of the game. Now the Abes have something cooking with one out here in their half of the third. Blake Buer comes to bat. Buer put down a sacrifice bunt that scored a run. Cap off the scoring in that first inning. Buer takes a strike from Ecker. We're going to get a little activity now in the Huskies bullpen. Launching ball to third. It's off the glove of Shipman. Rounding third is Ankeny, and he will score.
There's that error coming back to cost the Huskies as the Old Days put one up.
Blake Buer aboard at first. Bauer moves down to second.
Yeah, that's one of those plays where you let the ball play you rather than you going to get it. It just caught him in between. Tough hop.
Third error for the Huskies. Going to bring up Jack Harris.
Still just one out.
Harris takes up and in. One ball, one strike on the Old Abe's catcher. Trying to catch that inside corner, just missed. 2-1. Lifted in the air to left, but that one drifting foul.
Yeah, Jack Harris, not a big guy, but he sure put a charge into that one.
Two balls, two strikes on Harris. Ducked under the one. It's 2-2.
That's where we used to say, use the helmet. Don't duck. Yeah. Take one for the team. But he gets out of the way.
Harris hits it high, and that one drifting out of play. Be interested to see what that area looks like, Sparks, once they get the batting cages constructed.
Yeah, they're hoping to have that done by the time the Express get here. But I just got a feeling it'll be done right with, and you got Varsho running the show, huh?
Well, and when you think about it, it's the final week of May when the Express starts. Harris off the glove of Shipman. No play anywhere, and the bases are loaded.
You got to give that one an infield single. That one was ripped so hard it went right off his glove, but that's smoked.
So now here comes Logan Zinsmaster, the DH, batting with the bases loaded. And one out. We're going to get a courtesy runner for the catcher, Harris.
Yeah, what a great at-bat, though, from Jack Harris. Every ball he's hit or just swung at, he was stung. Two deep fly balls, just foul, and then that one he just smoked off the third baseman's glove.
Aaron Gunlock is the courtesy runner at first. Abe's a chance to break this game open.
Just going to say that, Brado. Here's an opportunity, right? Yeah, I mean, just blow this thing open. If you can just get a gap or score two. They
Ground
turn
ball.
two.
Hesselman the scoop. DeMettler for one.
Big
double
pitch.
play. 4-6-3 turned by the Huskies. Abes do pick up a run, and after three complete, they lead the Huskies by a score of 5-0. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Stop Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Stop Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. Enjoy the benefits of business banking at Security Financial Bank with several options to fit your business. Learn more about business banking at sfbank.com. For the Huskies, in the top of the fourth, Maddox Gertz, Aaron Gust, Ben Metler, 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup. Against the righty, Brady Johnson, who's pitching a gem so far for the Old Abes. Starts Gertz off with the strike. Gertz 0 for 1. Bounced out to short.
Well, Johnson's going to be tough if he can get that breaking ball across like he is right now.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Speaking of the breaking pitch, you got it.
One down here in the fourth. Here's Aaron Gust, who reached via the walk. Three walks, 2 hit batsmen. There's a little excuse me swing. Johnson fields, throws in time. Gust is retired. So maybe we can bust out our effectively wild line.
Yeah, there you go, yeah. He's giving up people on base due to those walking his batters, and he's wiggled out of trouble, but he's hoping here to get a clean 1-2-3 inning for the first time.
Here's Ben Metler. He takes a big-time bender there.
That's what we call a knee buckler. And he got the strike call.
Going to shoot that outside corner with the fastball. 1-1. Yeah, when Johnson can locate that curveball, he's a really tough pitcher. Lifted in the air to center. Grant Locken camped under it. Makes the catch. Huskies go down 1-2-3 in their half of the fourth. Old Abe's leading 5-0 and coming to bat. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Claire Express.
Dahlman Insurance Agency provides business, home, auto, and farm insurance throughout the Chippewa Valley. Contact Eric Knutson in Elk Mound or Wayne Dahlman in Eau Claire. Dahlman Insurance, come for the rates, stay for the service. Top of the order for the Memorial Old Abes. Here in inning number 4, Grant Locken, Elliott Height, Sawyer Stein. Locken has been on twice. A single and a walk with the run scored. Hayden Ecker remains on the mound for the Huskies. Abes have done the job with the bats today. They've banged out 6 hits, and Huskies have also committed 3 errors. Hence the 5-0 score.
Yeah, and they started the junior Brady Johnson, who hasn't had much varsity experience, and boy, they just right away, Brady got out of that first inning, got in a jam, and then they come in and score 4 for him, and he has really settled down with it.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Grant Locken.
Locken again doing a nice job leading off the inning here. He's got a full count.
There's a strike on the outside corner. Nice pitch from Ecker.
Yeah, Aiden Ecker just spots it up right where he needs to be. Good pitch.
Here's Elliott Height. 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the first. Another strike around to the outside corner. Height in an 0-2 hole. Chase Watkins makes the play over at first. And he retires Height.
Good job by Ecker so far, getting those first 2 out. Now he's just got bases empty here now for Stein, which is exactly what you want to be.
Sawyer Stein, RBI sac fly in the first. Was retired on a bouncer to third in the second inning. If you're the Huskies, you would much rather see Stein coming up with nobody on. Strike on the outside corner. It's 1-1. One ball, 2 strikes. Stein getting a piece of that one. Count remains 1-2. That one upstairs. Stein wouldn't chase. 2-2.
Yeah, I like that pitch though from Aiden Ecker. Climb the ladder a little bit. See if you can get him to chase.
To right center, coming on, Gertz, and he makes the running grab. Old Abe's retired, 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 4th. Huskies coming to bat, top 5. When we return, you're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
SC Swiderski, an SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more. North Huskies will send up 9-1-2 in the top half of the fifth inning. Zach Shipman, Logan Hesselman, and Tyler Barrows against the righty Brady Johnson, who has pitched a gem so far.
Yeah, we hadn't seen Brady Johnson pitch at all this year yet, and we really didn't know what to expect. But, boy, I'll tell you what, he's into the fifth and still kept the Huskies off the board. I'm sure the old Abe staff is thrilled what he's done so far.
Swing and a miss. And I'll go back to, I think the key with Brady Johnson is when he can locate that curveball, that just makes him much more effective because it's a tough pitch to hit. It's got a big break, and it sets up his fastball.
Well, you're right. He threw that first pitch curveball. He fouled it off. He came back with gas up around the letters, and the guy just chased it, and he didn't need to. But, again, that curveball just sets that up.
He has kept the Huskies off balance so far. Try to locate that curveball in the outside corner in hopes of getting Shipman to go chasing. Count is now 2-2. Grounded to first, takes a hop for Stein. Will take it himself.
Looked like he came back with a little straight change right there, and he got Shipman way out ahead. A little roll over to the first baseman. Again, a quality pitch right there from Johnson.
6 straight retired by Brady Johnson. Back to the top of the order now, and Logan Hesselman. Hesselman 0 for 1. He walked in the first. Huskies have had 5 base runners, 3 walks, 2 hit by pitch. Lifted high in the air left side. Lauscher, the third baseman, calling for it and makes the catch. Two down now in the Huskies' half of the fifth. That'll bring up Tyler Barrows. Dropped down a sacrifice bunt in the first, flew out to left in the third. You know, the other thing Johnson's done in these last couple innings now, Sparks, is he hasn't gone deep in a lot of counts.
That's a good call.
He hasn't thrown a ton of pitches.
Been very efficient. You're right. It saved his pitch count because he was in trouble after those first couple innings.
Yeah, first inning he was full on 2 consecutive. Well, no, 3 of the batters in the first inning he went full on. The other guy was 2-2. Yeah, one just misses. 2 balls and a strike. Huskies would love to get some base runners on for their big hitters, 3-4 hole. Jack Gorman waiting on deck. Chase Watkins in the hole.
Yeah, you bring up a good point. With 2 outs, if Burrows can get himself on, it does create a situation now where at least Gorman and Watkins maybe have a chance to drive in some runs.
Curve ball on the outside corner, strike 3. Old Abe's will come to bat in the bottom of the fifth. When we return, you're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Friday, May 31st is the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment. Also, enjoy free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, June 1st, the parade starts at 11 a.m. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at Upham Mansion. Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting outdoor beverage garden with live music. For more information, visit marshfieldchamber.com.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Wall-to-Wall Carpet One is located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. They always offer free estimates, and they are the home of the beautiful guarantee. Give them a call at 715-832-4555. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One. Leo Lauscher, David Ankeny, Ian Bauer, scheduled hitters here for Eau Claire Memorial, bottom half of inning number 5. 4, 5, 6 in the Old Abe's order.
Well, Bob and I, you and I are talking off screen here about how must-see TV. Leo Lauscher at bat, you stop what you're doing. You don't go to the bathroom. You don't go to the concession stand. You put your phone down and you watch this young man hit. Just like watching Mike Trout, Aaron Judge, any one of those guys.
Lauscher takes a strike from Ecker. Lauscher had the RBI triple in the first inning, flew out to left his last time up. He laces one to right. There's a base hit.
Yeah, just smoked it the other way. Again, taking that outside pitch, lining it to right.
Lauscher runs well. We've seen that in his entire career. We saw it in the first inning when he legged out a triple.
Yeah, he is a base-stealing threat.
Here's David Ankeny, who's been aboard twice. 0 for 2. He's reached on errors, and he's come around to score both times.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see the Old Abe's just want to tack another one on, maybe bunt him here to get him over, see if they can drive him in.
Huskies have a right-hander warming up in the bullpen. Ankeny swinging, sends one that way. Well, that's going to drift onto the fan deck. Yeah, it's not an insurmountable
not when it's North Memorial, right?
No,
I mean, that's just
it
the
certainly is not. But then you look up and you realize the Huskies only have 2 more at-bats.
Yeah.
So imperative for them to keep the Abes off the scoreboard.
Just
Lauscher's running, and it's
good
a hit and run.
Oh, beauty.
Lauscher heading to third. Ankeny makes the big turn.
David Ankeny to perfection. Hit and run to the right side through the big hole. Now we got first and third, nobody out.
It'll bring up Ian Bauer, who's had a nice day. Bauer 2 for 2. We're putting a lot of pressure on the defense here. The player corners up.
Corners
see if
up,
Ankeny is on the move to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, middle infield staying back, so they're going to go ahead and give up the run to get 2 outs.
Bauer takes low. Takes that one inside. Eight hits now for the Old Abes. We've had base runners in every inning, except the fourth.
Another
Bauer
one.
goes opposite field, RBI base hit.
Bauer now 3 for 3 on the night.
Leo Lauscher scores, and it's 6-0. Ankeny moves up to second.
Now, Coach Fish is going to stay with Aiden Eckert for one more hitter at least. His bullpen is warm.
Blake Buer coming to bat. Buer an RBI sac bunt in the first. He reached on an error in the third.
Boy, Brado, if you're the old A's right now, you're kind of thinking about, let's end this. Let's 10 run them here in 5 and get out of here.
Yep,
You've got an opportunity here, right? Nobody out?
Yeah, that's definitely in play.
I mean, it is just 6-0, but a couple of runners on, nobody out, and things are starting to go your way. You just soon finish this in 5.
Yeah, and momentum, energy, that's all in the Abe's dugout right now. Huskies got the win yesterday. Abe's looking to even the season series with the win tonight. 2 balls, no strikes. Make it 3-0.
Got to believe this is Ecker's last batter here.
There's a strike on the outside corner, 3-1. Ecker is allowed 1 walk. He's given up 8 hits and 3 errors behind him.
And
make
now
it
2
2
walks.
walks.
Yeah, and that'll do it.
That'll load the bases. It'll bring up Jack Harris, and Jack Harris represents the winning run. Huskies head coach Jordan Fish on his way to the mound. Hasn't made the signal just yet, but he's taking the ball from his starting pitcher. So we'll have a pitching change here at Carson Park. We'll step aside for a bit. When we come back, we'll tell you about North's new pitcher. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Claire Express.
Right-hander Aaron Gust on the mound now for the Huskies. He replaces the starter Aiden Ecker, who gave up 8 hits, walked a couple. The Huskies have made 3 errors. So now Gust inherits a bases loaded, nobody out situation.
Yeah, Aaron Gust has come in 3 games previously. He's pitched 7 in the third with an ERA of 6.67 on the season.
Jack Harris will step in. Harris 1 for 2. Had a single his last at bat, and again, Harris represents the winning run here, bottom 5. And the Abe's already up 6-0. Harris takes a strike from Gust.
Nobody out. The corner infield is in. They're going to come home with it. They're back up the middle to turn 2.
Harris to left center. Pankratz, the left fielder, makes the catch. Runner will tag from third and score. David Ankeny crossing the plate. Ankeny now, that's his 3rd run scored.
Good job by Jack Harris getting that sac fly, getting the job done with an RBI.
So 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th, and the lead is now 7-0 for the Old A's. Logan Zinsmaster, the DH, up to bat. He's 0 for 2. Zinsmaster represents the winning run for the A's. Takes a strike from Gust.
Just inside.
Ball and a strike now to Zinsmaster. Another pitch on the inside corner from Gust. It's 1-2. Play at second, and runner Ian Bauer able to get back.
Yeah, the Huskies trying to catch him napping over there as the second baseman came in and then left, and the shortstop sneaks in behind her for the pick. Good job of the Old A's being ready.
Chopper back to the mound. Gus takes a look at second, goes to first for the out.
Good decision right there by Gus. Didn't want to force anything, got the sure out. So now he's got 2 outs, and he's only given up that 1 sac fly. Boy, if he could get out of this with bases loaded and nobody out and only giving up 1 extra run, that'd be a great job of coming in.
Here's Grant Locken as we move back to the top of the order. Locken 1 for 2, singled and scored in the first. Walked in the second. Takes a strike from Gust. Ball and a strike now to Locken. He represents the winning run for the Old A's. Nice pitch from Gust. 2-2.
Yeah, I snuck that little slow breaking pitch right past him there. Like you said, he even to count at 2.
Swing and a miss. Good job in relief by Aaron Gust. Abe's pick up 2 more runs, and after 5 complete, they lead the Huskies by a score of 7-0. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with 0 down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Eau Claire Memorial leading Eau Claire North 7-0 as we move to the top half of the 6th inning. The Huskies will send up 3, 4, 5 in their order. Jack Gorman, Chase Watkins, Aiden Pankratz against the right-hander, junior Brady Johnson, who has pitched a gem today. He has retired 8 Husky hitters in a row. Last base runner for North was in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, and it was this Jack Gorman right here who got hit by a pitch.
Gorman takes outside. Popped up, right side. Sawyer Stein in foul territory makes the grab.
Real good pitch. Got it inside on the hands of Gorman. He pops it up to the first baseman.
So here's Chase Watkins. Watkins 0 for 1. Walking a strikeout. Johnson just misses on that one, 1-0. Watkins, base hit. Watkins breaks up the no-hitter in the top of the 6th inning.
Bob, you did a great job not mentioning it until the hit happened, by the way.
Well, I'm a traditionalist when it comes to, especially when you're the play-by-play announcer. A little different if you're, like a studio guy or talk radio, what have you, or social media. That's the Wild West anyway.
There you go.
I'm thinking very few rules apply there.
Great job by Brady Johnson all the way into the 6th before he gives up his first hit, and that's going to be another one into right field.
Aiden Pankratz drops one in down the line. And I'm curious here, Spargs, now that the Huskies have 2 on with 1 out, if Kyle Kaufman will get some activity going in the Oibs bullpen. I mean, it's a 7-0 game. I mean, I want to say it's I don't want to say it's a comfortable lead because I don't think any lead is comfortable when it's North Memorial.
Boy, isn't that
playing
the truth?
Baseball.
Isn't that the truth? Just it explodes so quick in this game. So you're right. I'd be very surprised if the old A's don't. Well, they actually did have some arms kind of getting loose with the bands, so it wouldn't take them long probably to get hot if he sent them down there. Looks like Caleb Moss is going to pinch hit here.
Moss takes outside. Moss batting for Maddox Gertz.
Yeah, the advantage is you're up 7-0, so you do have a little leeway here before you really got to get your pen going hot, but he's probably about 1 batter away. And that might be the time now to really get things moving.
Huskies have bases loaded, nobody out.
They do have the 1 out. Gorman flew out.
I'm sorry, 1 out. It was Gorman who led off, but bases loaded.
And assistant coach Tyler Black's going to come out there and have a little chit-chat with him now, try to settle him down, and should give the old A's time now to get somebody going here in the bullpen.
You know what, at any level, Sparks, if you're working on a no-hitter, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, and if, even if you kind of lose track, all you got to do is look at that scoreboard in right center, and that'll be the reminder. But it was a solid hit by Watkins, then an opposite field hit by Pankratz. Now they hit batsman, and all of a sudden now you gotta kind of refocus if you're Brady Johnson. You got to just go back to what's been working for you and realize, okay, no hitter's gone. It'd be nice to preserve the shutout, but what you really want to do is you want to win the game.
Yeah.
Most importantly, individual stats are nice and all. Here's Aaron Gus, the DH. 0 for 1. He reached on a walk in the second. A big situation for Gus. He lines one to center, going back, Lock-in. Lock-in makes the catch. Watkins will tag and will score. So the Huskies on the board here in the 6th.
Well, Gus does the job as far as driving that run in, but really at this point of the game, the Old A's will take that. They'll give you that fly ball out, give you that one run as long as they can get that second out. It's a point now where the Old A's are simply trying to get outs, right? Now they're down to just 4 more outs needed for the game.
Sparks, I was going to say the exact same thing. You're counting outs at this point in the game, especially if you're the coaching staff. Ground ball to short. Buer knocks it down. The throw in time.
Good job by Buer, staying with it.
Huskies pick up a run. Abe's coming to bat, leading 7-1 as we move to the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Join us for Marshfield's Dairy Fest. Friday, May 31st is the Mayor's Breakfast, 5:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. At 5 p.m., head to Columbia Park for family-friendly entertainment. Also, enjoy free live music at the Wenzel Family Plaza. Saturday, June 1st, the parade starts at 11 a.m. In the afternoon, the Pie and Ice Cream Social is at Upham Mansion. Nuts Deep 2 will be hosting outdoor beverage garden with live music. For more information, visit marshfieldchamber.com.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Couple changes in the North defensive lineup. Caleb Bruzewitz is now playing over at third base. Caleb Moss out in right field. Eau Claire Memorial will send up 2, 3, 4 in their order. Elliott Height, Sawyer Stein, Leo Lauscher against the reliever Aaron Gust, who pitched his way out of a jam last inning. Margins is now 6, so Ames would have to put up 4 runs here in the bottom of the 6th to win this thing by the run rule. There is activity in the Clare Memorial bullpen, and it's none other than Leo Lauscher. And you've been wanting to see Lauscher in a pitching situation this year, haven't you, Sparks?
Yeah, I sure have. You know, just again, he's got such a good arm. I really wouldn't call him a pitcher. I guess I'd really call him a thrower, because he is going to reach back and just throw it hard.
Gus delivers a nice pitch on the outside corner, 1-2 to Height.
Lauscher does have 1 inning on the mound this year, non-conference play. I do believe it was non-conference. He has 1 inning with 2 strikeouts. So he's been up at least once this year.
Height, deep to right. Going back is Moss. And it's gone!
Well, Elliott Height put a charge into one, boy. Look at that. And that wasn't even the short porch.
Yeah, that cleared the high fence in right center. Elliott Height, high and deep and gone. 8-1 Ames.
That's his 2nd home run of the season. That's a good way to get that run back from the top of the 6th.
Height goes 6'5", and when he extends the arms, you know, he generates some bat speed, and he yanked that one right out of the ballpark. Here's another guy with home run power. Sawyer Stein.
Yeah, Elliott Height now 2 for 4 on the day.
Boy, if the Aves can get production out of Height and Bauer, Boy, that makes them a difficult team going forward. And you mentioned if they can get Jesperson back. This sectional tournament, Sparks, this is setting up to be really good.
Oh,
A nice pitch from Gust.
I guess. Got that outside black of that one there.
One down here in the Abe's half of the sixth. That brings up Leo Lauscher. 2 for 3, RBI triple in the first when he scored. He also led off the fifth with a single and came around to score.
The Huskies tried to work him away last time, and he just roped a single into right field.
Gust coming with a fastball, but that one misses upstairs. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now to Lauscher.
He's got the green light, 3-0.
You would think, right?
Yeah, especially up 8-1.
Check swing. Watkins will field it and take him himself.
How about that? Yeah, a little check swing to protect himself. That ball was running in to almost hit him. Instead hits the bat and rolls to first base.
So here's David Ankeny. 1 for 3 with 3 runs scored. He's reached twice via the error. Came around both times. So Gust has responded nicely after giving up the opposite field homer to Elliott Height. Check that. It was a Height bats from the left side. Appeal down to the base umpire who rules no swing. 1 ball, no strikes to David Ankeny. Shadows starting to creep across the entire playing surface here at Carson Park. Two balls, 2 strikes.
Got the high fastball call on that one. He said to run it to 2-2.
Count full now to David Ankeny. Strike 3 called. Nice breaking ball in the inside corner. Abes are retired in their half of the 6th, but they get a leadoff homer from Elliott Height. And they're going to look to close it out here as we move to the top of the 7th. Old Abe's leading the Huskies 8-1. You're watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, Give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Last call for the Eau Claire North Huskies. We move to the top of the 7th inning, and North trails Memorial by a score of 8-1. 9-1-2, the scheduled hitters for the Huskies. Caleb Moss will lead off. Back, check that, Caleb Bruzewitz. Takes a strike from Brady Johnson.
Yeah, good job right there, Brady Johnson. Come out and fire on that fastball. Get ahead right away here in the 7th.
Abes do have a right-hander working in the bullpen. Last inning, Leo Lauscher, the third baseman, got some pitches out in the bullpen, so Abes have a couple ways they can go here if Johnson should falter, but they're going to give him the opportunity to pitch a complete game.
Good spot for that curveball again, just off the plate, down and away.
Bruzewitz not chasing there. It's 2-2.
Leaves that curveball up.
3 balls, 2 strikes. That one just misses off the corner. Leadoff walk. Bruzewitz is aboard.
Well, that's just exactly what the Huskies needed here in the 7th. They've just got to get runners on any way they can. So good start there for Bruzewitz, finding his way by the walk.
Back to the top of the order, and Logan Hesselman 0 for 2 with a walk. That came back in inning number 1. Lights are on here at Carson Park as we're approaching the 8 p.m. hour. Hard hit ball right at the second baseman, caught by Bauer. Throw back not in time.
Good job by Bruzewitz to read that one and get back. I thought he was going to get doubled off right there.
So 1 down here in the 7th. That'll bring up Tyler Barrows, 0 for 2. Put down a sacrifice bunt in the 1st inning. Barrows takes a strike.
That first out is always so big in the 7th inning. Just got to get somebody out just to get comfortable here again, especially after that first walk.
Now you're looking for the double play if you're the Abes.
True, you're 1 pitch from ending this thing.
Barrows, though, does run well, so it would have to be a sharply hit ground ball. But you're right, Sparks. You get that first out in the 7th when you're trying to close it down. That's big.
You know, I see the old Abes are holding Bruzewitz over there at first base here, almost to that point where you don't need to. You just play behind and play deep, because all you're trying to do now is just get the outs. You don't care about him as a runner. This could
Bouncing
be.
Ball to short. Bauer couldn't get it out of the glove.
And you said it, though. Barrows just motors down that line. That would have been tough to turn to anyway, so you make sure the first one.
So that'll leave it up to Jack Gorman. Gorman 0 for 2 was hit by a pitch in the 3rd. Johnson delivers a strike.
There's that curveball again, his most effective pitch of the night. He's been just outstanding with that curveball.
Foul tip, and Huskies are down to their final strike.
Again, you start with that curveball, the first pitch. Then you come back with that fastball, and it just got a little more giddy up on it, and it sneaks it by Gorman.
Ooh, that one just off the outside corner.
Great pitch, so straight change that time. Great sequence here. There it is, a curveball.
Strike 3 called. Brady Johnson ends it in style. Old Abe's get the split. Huskies won last night in extra innings. Abe's get the win today, and Sparks, how about Brady Johnson?
Absolute gem tonight. Hats off to Brady Johnson, the junior, who came up, was initially listed as part of the JV squad, but has come up and pitched pretty well for the varsity this year so far. And all of a sudden tonight, gets the start and goes 7, only gives up 1 run on 2 hits. What a performance from Brady Johnson.
And the Abe's defense doing its job. 0 errors on the scoreboard for the old Abe's.
Yeah, that's a good point, right? They made the plays where they had to. They turned a double play earlier in the game and just made those plays they had to make and didn't give the Huskies any extra. And unfortunately for the Huskies, they came off with 3 errors, which allowed the old Abe's to put up some unearned runs and capitalize on those.
So with the win, the old Abe's get their 10th win of the season. They are now 10-6. Back to even in Big Rivers Conference play, they're 5-5. Huskies drop to 10-5 overall, 7-3 in the conference. Memorial will be back here tomorrow night. They will host Arrowhead in a non-conference matchup. Huskies will get tomorrow off. They will host Arrowhead Saturday morning in an 11 o'clock game. Sparks, Abe's did what they had to do. They got a great start out of Brady Johnson. They got some hits up and down the lineup, and they played errorless defense. That's a prescription for a W.
Well, what I especially like is that first inning. They came out and got on top of the game right away with 4 runs on 4 hits in the first inning off of Aiden Ecker, who's been outstanding this season. So to take that momentum away from the Huskies right in the first inning and just kind of kept that momentum the whole game. So, again, a good job by the old Abe's bouncing back after that tough loss last night that the Huskies were able to pull out in 9 innings.
Postgame show is brought to you by Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Rely on the experience of our sports medicine team when you experience any sports-related injury or issue. You can count on prompt, proper diagnosis and customized treatment plan to meet your goals. Their orthopedic surgeons and our athletic trainers serve your athlete in Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, and western Wisconsin. That's coming up next. You've been watching high school baseball on Zaleski Sports.
Hip impingement and hip labral tears are common causes of hip and groin pain and are often the result of repetitive use from crouching sports or trauma. Today, we are visiting Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Dr. Carlson, a partner with Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, is in the forefront of using a newer procedure called hip arthroscopy, which allows minimally invasive access to a joint and treatments to problems never addressed before. Using hip arthroscopy, Dr. Carlson is able to repair tissue without dislocating the hip and without replacing it.
Hip arthroscopy is where a surgeon takes a camera on the end of a long wand, which we call a scope, and through a small poke hole incision in your skin, delivers that scope into a joint. In this particular case, we're talking about hip arthroscopy, where that scope would be put in the hip joint. The hip joint first has to be dislocated or the ball and socket pulled apart. When that's pulled apart, we can access the joint and look around and do the work we're talking about doing. Once inside the joint, through other portals, we call them, those poke holes that we use to access the joint, we can use other instruments, again on the end of a long wand, to perform the work inside the joint. Things like repairing the cartilage rim of the socket, called a labrum, fixing cartilage defects or problems on the head of the ball or the lining of the socket, repairing tissue around the hip, such as ligaments or capsule, repairing tendons that attach to the hip, or releasing them if need be, depending on the particular problem.
Dr. Carlson's goal is to eliminate the segment of untreated patients or patients with delayed treatment who have curable hip pathology, educating potential patients and their providers that these symptoms are not things they need to live with, or that they are not from their back or groin pulls or early arthritis. Few orthopedic surgeons are operating on hips through a scope because it is a newer and technically difficult surgery. Therefore, certain diagnoses may be missed by physicians not familiar with these newer treatment options.
Patients I see with hip joint pain that can be fixed and not just replaced can range from their mid-teens or younger teens to 50, 60 years old. In the past, patients who had labral tears in their hip were told that they may have some pre-arthritis or an early arthritic problem. They may be told that they were just prone to frequent groin pulls in the sport of their choice. And taking some time away from their sport, they may sometimes be able to return to the sport with just continued pain. And fortunately now, with our knowledge of the concept of labral tears and our ability to treat that problem, we can take people who are otherwise just waiting 20 years to undergo a hip replacement, or just feeling that they can't ever participate in that activity because they'll just keep getting groin pulls. We can take that person, we can make them better, we can fix their problem, we can bring them back to their sport and allow them to continue to develop as an athlete or as a worker or whatever particular activity they're trying to do where that hip is affecting them.
Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been committed to the healthcare needs of patients in western Wisconsin for over 45 years. Their success and reputation as an outstanding orthopedic clinic can be attributed to the teamwork of their friendly, knowledgeable physicians and staff.
Here at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we have 12 partners, orthopedics, neurosurgery, non-operative spine, and foot and ankle. We really pride ourselves in listening closely to the patients and hearing what they're saying, spending a lot of time engaging in the conversation of what is really bothering that person.
After meeting with the patient, Dr. Carlson determined that his difficulties had all been related to painful hip impingement.
It was incredibly important for me to meet with a doctor that understood sports and athletics and kind of just how I wanted to continue that lifestyle instead of just kind of shutting it down. So meeting with someone like Dr. Carlson was incredibly important to me because he understood how I still wanted to be active after a surgery and still wanted to maintain my daily lifestyle.
While visiting with Dr. Carlson, we learned that he grew up skiing and continues to ski competitively across the country and also enjoys hunting, fishing, and hiking. He is passionate that his patients' goals are his goals. Whether it is getting them back to playing with their kids, working aggressively, or competing in sports, his patients are more active and enjoy their lives.
When I see those people so happy with themselves, so happy with their decision to have this fixed or to go through this process, as scary as it sometimes is, if you don't know what's on the other side, it's so satisfying for me.
Bob Radovich back at Carson Park. Eau Claire Memorial gets the split with Eau Claire North. We're going to start with Brady Johnson. All right, you didn't get the no-hitter, you didn't get the shutout, but you get the win. How good did that feel to be able to even the series with the Huskies?
Felt great. Was able to bounce back. The bats woke up. We were able to hit balls hard in clutch situations to score some runs.
Different feeling for you when you head out for the second inning, up 4-0, because it seemed like from the second inning on, it was when you really started spotting your curveball.
It was really a boost of confidence, trust in my pitches, trust in my defense, was able to throw those kind of pitches, and my defense was able to go out and make good plays.
Talk about that defense, 0 errors. That's got to be nice, too, as a pitcher.
Yeah, I trust them a lot, and it gives me the confidence to just let them hit the ball and know that they'll take care of the rest.
Ian Bauer, 3 for 3 with an RBI. Were you just seeing the ball well tonight? I mean, Ecker's a pretty solid pitcher, but it seemed like you had good quality at bats all times out there.
I was kind of mad about my performance last night, and I really wanted to bounce back. Got to the cage a little early today and just hammered the first pitch fastball every time I could.
Elliot Height, 2 for 4. You had that home run there late. Tell me about that at bat. What did you see, and could you tell it was gone the moment you hit it?
Yeah, I got down early. There was 2 strikes on me, so I was really just trying to put something in play, and luckily I got a barrel.
For you guys to not just get the split with North, but to get a win and to kind of help your cause, because seeding meetings, those aren't too far down the road, do you feel like you guys are playing better baseball now?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, we've grown a lot this season, and it's all a team effort. We work hard every day in practice, and there's not much more to it than that.
Gentlemen, we will see you tomorrow night, but before I let you go, you guys are in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House, so you know how this works now, right? You each say your name, and then you're saying you're in the house. So I will give you the microphone, Ian, as soon as Logan gives you the thumbs up. You can go do your thing.
I'm going to go me then, Brady. I'm Ian Bauer.
I'm Brittany Johnson.
I'm Elliot Height.
And we're in the house.
Thank you, gentlemen. We will see you tomorrow night when you guys host Arrowhead. We'll see you then. We'll have that one for you on Zaleski Sports. So that's going to do it for tonight's coverage. For my color commentator, Dave Sparger, for Logan Biederman, our producer, videographer, I'm Bob Bradovich saying good night from Carson Park in Eau Claire.